Obviously, he's been a doctor for a while. Has he abused any patients? Was he using the photos he was taking of our children? Was he selling these photos? You know, we have so few answers. You know, there's really not that much information that's been given to anybody about this. It's very concerning that he was allowed access to children and how no one knew that this was going on.
Yo, what's up? You know who it is, your boy Westside Gregory up in here, hosting another episode of Raw Radio 513 News. Yo, today's subject and topic is very, very touchy. So I'm gonna try to watch, you know what I'm saying, so that I don't get a violation on YouTube or nowhere else that I upload this video at. But at the end, stay tuned for a clip, okay? So I got two news clips on both of these scumbags that I'm about to talk about. The first one is Johnathan Barber from Butler County. This guy had 34 charges of child, the S word, abuse photos that he was distributing out to other people, and they was just exchanging these things. And then to get this, he caught charges in 2001 at Princeton High School in Sharonville. Now, how he got caught up just now, tips came in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So you know he had to be doing something deep for them to for the missing and exploited children to get in touch with the FBI. But this scumbag, y'all, look at this video. This is Johnathan Barber, okay? Like I said, he worked at Princeton in 2001, caught charges. 25 years later, he still catching charges. There's no rehabilitation for these people. They need to be locked up and kept where they at. And then, let me tell y'all this, I'ma save the most shocking one. The most shocking one for last. But y'all stay tuned for these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and everything. And one more thing, these is public figures, teachers, and people like that. They're supposed to be protecting our kids, but they doing other things. And once again, I'm gonna say the best for last. So tune into this video right here. This is Johnathan Barber. And the thing is this, a lot of people don't even get to see these things. They don't even get to see the news clips. That's why I'm bringing it to you, for the people who be busy at work or busy doing whatever they got to do to survive. But Raw Radio 513 News, we gonna bring it to you. Here we go. Take a look at this scumbag, Johnathan Barber.
New tonight, we're learning more information about an investigation of a Butler County man indicted on dozens of child pandering charges.
Fairfield Township Police Department says that this investigation into Johnathan Barber has been going on for 8 months.
Alexis Martin joins us with more.
Johnathan Barber is behind bars in the Butler County Jail after being indicted on 34 charges relating to child pornography.
We learned that he had both received child sexual abuse material, CSAM, and was also distributing it and sharing it with other users.
Right now, you're seeing footage of Barber being taken to jail. Sergeant Brandon McCroskey with the Fairfield Township Police Department tells me in July they received a tip from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. That information helped them get a warrant, and since July, they've been investigating Barber, searching his devices.
To have this number of files that were not only received and sought out, but then distributed to other people is pretty disturbing.
This isn't Barber's first offense. Sergeant McCroskey says in 2001 he took a plea deal after being involved in a sex case.
He was a faculty member at Princeton High School in Sharonville. I understand that there may have been some distribution of child sexual abuse material or some type of material, sexual material involving a student. I don't know the details.
Sergeant McCroskey says if Barber is found guilty, he's facing 2 to 8 years in jail per count, and he's facing 34 counts.
The fact that this man was in a school at one point teaching, got in trouble, and now here we are again 24, 25 years later is pretty alarming.
Sergeant McCroskey says with the evolution of technology, they are seeing more frequent child pornography cases. He says it's important you always know what your kids are doing online and who they're talking with.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We back. Let's get that let's keep that scumbag Johnathan Barber behind bars, man, where he need to be, and stop letting these pedos out. Okay, but this next one right here, hey, this next one is mind-boggling. If you ever had kids that went to Children's Hospital in Cincinnati, this is gonna blow your wig back, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all ain't hear about this, and when y'all hear about what happened and how this went, oh, trust and believe, it's gonna be a lot of people out here making phone calls and trying to see what's going on with this guy. But this doctor, his name is Dr. Howard Saal, 73 years old, worked at Children's Hospital for 30 years. Okay, he had 153,000 images of child, the S-word, abuse photos, images, 153,000 images. Where do you find time to even do that, like as a doctor or anything? And then to put the icing on the cake, 500 videos of child S-word abuse. And guess what? Y'all ready for this? They let him out on OR. The FBI arrested him, and they let Dr. Howard Saal out on OR after 153,000 images and 500 videos of child S-word abuse. Videos and images. All they did was took his license so far and let him out on OR. It's people that litter and go to jail. It's people that don't use a turn signal and go to jail. And guess what? They got a bond. But they let this man out on OR. And you know what that's telling him? That it's okay that he did what he did. So can you imagine being arrested by the FBI? You would think that you would have no bond if the FBI came and got you. Dr. Howard Saal, 73 years old, Cincinnati Children's Hospital for 30 years. And the patient that he got caught with and performing these acts on that got him busted, he had no business in the patient room. But I'm gonna tell y'all something too before we go into this next video, into this clip. Y'all don't check y'all kids' phones enough. These public figures, school teachers, having teenagers' phone numbers, that's prohibited. That is prohibited. And then another thing, it ain't no rehabilitation for these pedos. It's not none. And when you take your kids to the doctor, I don't care how old your kid is, male or female, none of them is safe. by themselves, going to a back room with a doctor. Go with your kids to the back room. Whether the doctor say you don't have to come back there or not, that should raise antennas on that you really do need to go back there with your child. And another thing, before I get up out of here, these predators get treated better than a lot of people that's out here. They get the food stamps, they get the housings. But let somebody that was out there selling drugs or somebody that's just trying to change their life around, let them try to go get a housings or food stamps and stuff. Guess what? Now, a lot of these people out there that you seeing, they got these public houses, food stamps and things like that. They are pedos. They are pedos. All you got to do is look up under the Hamilton County Justice Center and it will show you that. But a lot of y'all want to stay blind to it. But let's get into this video. Once again, on Westside Gregory, checking out for Raw Radio 513 News. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'm out. Video.
We are working to learn more information about the investigation into a former doctor at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Right now, a lot of parents are concerned after learning about these allegations.
The doctor, Howard Saal, appeared in federal court yesterday for the first time, but right now, not in custody.
Brittany Harry has more.
Generally, his interactions didn't seem off to me. Dr. Saal would come in, we'd go over his genetic situation, what they were trying to look for. He'd do a physical exam and then they would take pictures. So, nothing really seemed off-putting to me.
Right now, former Cincinnati Children's Hospital doctor, 73-year-old Howard Saal, is charged federally with transporting and possessing child pornography. Saal was previously employed as a geneticist and dysmorphologist at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. According to the FBI, he's accused of being in possession of more than 153,000 images and 470 videos of child sex abuse material. Shocking allegations to parents who say they trusted him with their children.
Obviously, he's been a doctor for a while. Has he abused any patients? Was he using the photos he was taking of our children? Was he selling these photos? We have so few answers. There's really not that much information that's been given to anybody about this. It's very concerning that he was allowed access to children and how no one knew that this was going on.
This parent says she plans to contact the hospital for more information because she says she hasn't been notified. The FBI says at this time investigators have not located any evidence of child pornography involving patients or children associated with the hospital.
It is sad for all of the other children that have been exploited that he was viewing images and videos of.
The investigation into Saal began in February when, according to court documents, Microsoft contacted the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding potential child pornography. Law enforcement found a file containing what appeared to be child pornography depicting two female children approximately 10 years old. During a search warrant of Saal's home in June, that's when 29 electronic devices were seized and those thousands of images and videos were found. That's according to court documents.
That was Brittany Harry reporting. If he's convicted of these charges, he faces up to 40 years in prison. We reached out to Cincinnati Children's Hospital with additional questions regarding his employment with them, how long it lasted, and if parents were notified. We've also reached out to the FBI Cincinnati regarding their investigation because they're the ones that arrested him. They say they typically don't comment on cases pre-indictment, but encouraged concerned parents to reach out to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office with questions. Again, we are awaiting Children's Hospital's response.